because he could have just left her there to die, and he's like, you know what I got to do. Sorry for the helicopter guys. Yeah, so he's like, he knows what he has to do, and he takes out the zombie, and he's not able to save the son, but he saves the wife. So I like that kind of little redemption, so that later on it's like a trick, a ploy to kind of get you to feel for him a little more. Yeah. And I really like that. And as far as a bad scene, probably the Samoan guy, some of his, like where he's like his little, where he's like, oh, there's this one where it's really off-putting. Yeah, he's like, I'm here to do something.
So let's do something.
So let's go and do something. Yeah. I was like, what? That made it into the cut?
Yeah. Excuse me.
No problem. By the way, this is the DVD director's cut.
Yes.
The unrated director's cut. So there's a lot in this that wasn't in the theatrical, which so
that might have been cut then. Maybe.
Maybe. Yeah. I don't know. But they put in a bunch of extra stuff, and I remember going to see it once in the theater right when it came out, and I thought it was great. And this actually, which is a personal fact, I think this is my very first, like the first DVD that I actually saved up and went to buy.
Oh wow!
Yeah, to start off my collection, it was that was Land of the Dead. So this, just with that, this movie kind of holds a special place in my heart because it kind of kicked off my obsession with collecting a little bit, because in 2005 I was like freshman or sophomore. Barely, I didn't have much money and stuff, Times are harder. Simpler but harder financially, right? So I don't know, I really love this movie, and I'm not sure if it's nostalgia or not, but I feel like it still holds up, and it's good.
I want to say I think all of his movies pretty much hold up, against time.
Yes.
And I think they you can see the relevance in all of them. And I think if you don't like his movies, then you're stupid. So I'm just kidding.
That's a bold.
No.
That's a bold.
But on a serious note, I think they do hold up, and I don't think you can't really say anything bad about them.
I know. To counter you a bit on that, there was a couple of the later zombie films that he did. I think it was called Diary of the Dead and Survival of the Dead, and I don't remember those being as memorable.
Okay.
But they were definitely not on. They were on a super micro budget.
Yeah.
It wasn't like, I know Land of the Dead, I think, was his last great zombie piece.
Yeah.
But he did those two, and I don't remember liking them very much. But I think it had to do with, technicalities, like relying too heavily on digital effects. At that point, it went all digital. Yeah. And you can tell, and it's just, it doesn't translate as well, you know what I mean? So I guess that's why we did this one today, because I feel like this was his last great zombie film.
Yeah.
So,
I can see that. I want to ask you something.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Pick of the week for suggestions of the week.
Yeah.
For your
or weekly recs.
Yeah, weekly recommendations. Do you have any movies or TV?
Do you have any?
Yeah, actually, I do. I have for TV. I want to say The Strain.
Okay.
And it's starting off. I think it's already started. It's last season has started already. I think it's season 4.
Yeah, the final
season. It's a really good show. It takes place in present time. like an ancient vampire, kind of makes his way into New York and starts wreaking havoc on everybody, and then everyone kind of thinks it's a type of sickness. And
they play it as a kind of plague.
Yeah, it's like
and
a virus.
It starts to spread out through the city, and you meet different people.
Yeah, and I think it's a different take on your usual type of vampire. That's my television.
Okay. So the Strain for TV.
Yeah.
Do you got anything for maybe
for
like
movies,
home video?
Home video. Not that I can really, off the top of my mind. That's so the Strain was the one thing I was really thinking about this whole week since it's the final season. I don't know. Do you have anything?
I'm trying to think of what I watched. I'm gonna need you to save me while I think.
Okay, I got a recommendation for a movie, The Watchmen.
Oh, okay.
The director's cut. I think it's a Zack Snyder movie. I think it's a really good adaptation from the comics.
Okay.
It's definitely a Zack Snyder film, just the way it's shot and the really dark tones and camera work that you see throughout the film. And I think that's pretty noticeable in all of his movies.
Yeah, visually the guy's stunning. He kills it.
Yeah.
Every
I think
time.
he just sometimes he lacks in
Story development.
Yeah, he's a really good visual director. And if you're into, maybe, I guess it's a superhero movie, right? I mean, they're superheroes, but they're not your wholesome everyday type of superheroes. They're kind of dark, and there's a lot of blood and stuff like that, but I think it's pretty good. It's my recommendation for those two, The
Awesome.
Strain and Watchmen.
All right, for TV for TV shows, HBO actually released kind of a documentary 4-part piece. I'm not sure if they're going to, each season will be a different artist, but they released a show called The Defiant Ones. Okay. I don't know if you've heard of it, but it kind of chronicles basically Dr. Dre and his partner that he teamed up with when he did the Beats stuff. But
okay.
I guess they've collabed throughout through so many years or whatever, but it kind of takes you into when Apple bought Beats from him, and then it goes back into it kind of jumps back to the future and to the past, and it takes you like in deeper through like the NWA stuff, and his solo stuff, or like him, like the clash between West Coast and East Coast. Cube comes out. It's super epic, and I think I'm on the second episode. They're about an hour long.
Okay.
It's only 4 parts. But right now, I'm really digging it. So, yeah, if you have HBO or some way to stream it, check out The Defiant Ones. It's pretty great.
Okay.
And for film, I watched RoboCop 2.
Okay.
Which is... I was just talking to Chris about this again. I guess he's the only one I talk to, right? It seems like on here at least. RoboCop 2 is nuts.
Yeah.
It's actually it's so batshit that I was just like, what the fuck? Like you definitely have to check it out. And I know the original RoboCop is celebrating its 30-something years.
Oh, wow, okay.
Yeah. I think it's coming up, or this year is it.
Okay.
Right. So yeah, RoboCop 2, check that out if you can find it, or if you happen to have it, pop it in, and enjoy the madness that is that movie, because it's totally nuts, more nuts than I can ever remember it being. But there's this one part when the main villain, they totally like, one of the government people like takes him, and he's like this super like druggy dude who doesn't give a shit about anything, but supposedly he's super smart. So they sedate him heavily and totally just take his brain and spine out of his body.
What?
But somehow supposedly you have 5 minutes to detach it before they die, and they put him in this like chemical thing to keep him alive. So you just see like his spine attached to his brain and his eyes. He can like still see.
Oh, that's crazy. No way.
And I think that their plan is to put him into like another
suit
machine or something, and it's just like,
oh, no way.
but they show you it.
Yeah.
It's not implied. They show you it. It's that glorious gore that RoboCop has become renowned for, I think. So, yeah. RoboCop 2.
I haven't seen that movie in a long time.
I know, right? It's been way long. So do you have any final thoughts, dude?
No. Are we gonna get into that interview?
Yeah. Did you want to close out, and then we'll just close out with the interview?
Yeah, sure, we can do that.
Or do you want to do the interview and then jump back? I don't mind either way.
Let's just we'll close it out and do the interview.
Okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead, sir.
So thanks for listening. Be sure to give us 5 stars, a great review, and share us.
Like us.
Subscribe.
I want that
All that
subscribe,
stuff.
dude, because once you got the subscribe, we automatically pop up. So that's what we need, the subscribe. You can reach out to us on where we have the new Instagram account. It's Drop the Mic. So Drop the Mic _podcast. You should be able to find us relatively easy. You can DM us on there, or email us at swan619@gmail.com. That's SWANN619.com.
Yes.
What else? Anything? Do you have any ideas on what you want to talk about next week? Maybe we should include that. I'm open if you have suggestions.
Not that I can think of right now. Like a movie, right?
Yeah. Like, do you have a genre that we should think about? You could throw out a genre. Maybe I'll throw out a movie right now.
I don't know. Were you thinking anything?
It's hard. No, I hadn't thought
Off
that.
the top of your head?
Yeah,
It's not hard,
I hadn't thought that far ahead in the future. Is there anything coming out that would?
Dunkirk is next week, right?
No, Dunkirk is this Friday.
This Friday?
I
Okay.
believe, yeah.
I'm not sure. I can't think of anything off the top of my head right now. Not on the spot.
Well, we'll get back to you with next week's. We'll try to post. We'll try to post what we're going to talk about beforehand, so you guys have a chance to go and watch it if you so please.
And on our Instagram, you can suggest a theme or a film that you want us to specifically review or watch and talk about. So if you have any ideas or thoughts on anything, you can comment on any of the pictures that we have on there, or DM us, or email us.
Yes, please. In our header for the Instagram, you can find all our personal accounts. So if you feel more comfortable DMing us personally, and you want to talk to us, individually, that's fine too. Whatever you got to do to put your point across. But we hope to hear from you. You guys are awesome. Thank you for all the love, because that Inception episode actually was really well received, which is one of our more shorter episodes. So I was really surprised by that. But so thank you guys for that. Thank you all, always for listening. That's awesome of you guys. R.I.P. to George.
Yes, R.I.P.